That was Aaliyah at your best. Of course, the Super Bowl was held last night. The Super Bowl is very interesting because one of the things that is most popular about this particular event is the commercials. And I've got to tell you, they were interesting commercials to me. One of them, and the one I'm primarily talking about, is the commercial that talked about how Jesus washed the feet. Jesus washed feet. He gets us. Now, this is ironic that we would be talking about Jesus at a time when this country is allowing the murder of women and children. That's ironic to me. While people are starving and dying. And also to contrast that commercial of Jesus washing our feet were two commercials that talk about stamping out hate, which are quintessential ideas in America. Isn't it ironic and tone deaf to talk about the virtues of Jesus while you have to do two more commercials to stamp out hate? Jesus actually got more commercials. Christians actually got more commercials than Doritos this year. The thing about that I find interesting, you spend $7 million, which is about what it costs to have a commercial on the Super Bowl. On a holiday, it's not even an official holiday, on a day where we drink to excess, eat to gluttony, while men batter themselves for our enjoyment. Many of them doing life-altering harm to themselves. Some of them will never, ever be the same. So we're eating and drinking and laughing and praying for more brutality as commercials about Jesus come on in the screen. And these commercials about Jesus, this event that we were all at when they ran these commercials about Jesus was in a place called Sin City, which is ironic to me. Almost everything that you can do under the sun is legal in the very city we had this event and we're running these commercials. As a matter of fact, drinking, gambling, prostitution, all of it legal. And primarily the people who espouse the virtues of Jesus the most, the Bible Belt, none of the things you can do in Vegas there, you can't do on a Sunday. You can't buy liquor on a Sunday in many places. You damn sure can't have prostitution on a Sunday there, or primarily anywhere. You're not free to express yourself religiously. Can you imagine if a Mormon, not a Mormon, a Muslim had done a commercial like that? Or a Buddhist had done commercials like that? We're talking about tolerance and love, but do something that the powers that be don't want you to do, and you'll see exactly how tolerant they can be. At the very same time that we were running commercials about Jesus and then washing his feet, a mega church was getting shot up. Joel Osteen's church. First of all, but I don't understand why anybody believes it. Anybody that blinks that much and got a shag is obviously a liar. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. Joel Osteen, the one whose parishioners were being flooded out and they refused to open his church to the refugees and the people were in need until he got embarrassed and had to come out that way. That guy. Anyway, at the same time, we're talking about how he gets us. He loves us. They were shooting up a mega church. And what do people say? Oh, we're praying for him. Joel Osteen said, evil will not prevail. Have you seen the scoreboard? Have you seen the scoreboard? This is the quintessential tone deaf place we find ourselves in America. We're eating and drinking while people are dying and being blown up. We're eating and drinking and laughing, watching spectacle while churches get shot up. And what do we do about it? We pray. Well, God is not going to let evil. It's not God that's doing it. It's your city council, your state legislators is doing it. And you, as the electorate, are turning the other way while they do it. So Jesus washed feet, and you watch any chance of somebody having any individuality. A woman can't control her own right. You don't want people to be able to express themselves. I love who they want to. But he gets us. It ain't him getting us, it's you don't. But you ran a commercial like that. And you don't even realize how tone deaf it is. The same time you're telling us about love, the very laws that you allow to have our churches and schools and auditoriums shot up, you turn the other way for. You pretend don't exist. He gets us. You don't. Or maybe you do, because you know that you're allowed to do with all these things. You know that you're allowed to be tone deaf and indifferent while children are being blown up in other parts of the world. While people in your own country are being slaughtered because of the laws you refuse to do anything about. Dying of hunger. None of that. You got $7 million to tell us how. And the one thing I know is Jesus don't need $7 million to tell how great. He got a pretty good publicist. The very same time, that's the quintessential conundrum in America. The very same time you're talking about Jesus and how he gets us, you have to run two commercials for hate. The very same time you're talking about loving him and how he loves us, one of his houses is being shot up. We're supposed to turn the other cheek only to grab a gun and return fire. And that is the conundrum of America. That's a little note from the GED section. Got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.